Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about JayDaYoungan. Now, JayDaYoungan is a young MC or rapper, I should say, that came up around the same time as NBA Youngboy, Youngin Ace. You got Fredo Bang in that group. A lot of cats, right? But JayDaYoungan might be the most controversial out of all those artists because dude stayed getting locked up for some really serious crimes. I'm talking about, man, it's some wild stuff. I don't even want to get into all of it, but man, he had one arrest that was in Houston and another arrest that was in Atlanta, man. Now this time there's a rumor going around on social media, and yes, I'm gonna call it a rumor because everything that I see doesn't show that this is a real deal or this has happened. Now, I've seen things floating around on social media, but they're basically saying that JayDaYoungan got locked up again this time, but this time he's facing some of the most serious charges he could ever face. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about JayDaYoungan in this whole arrest rumor, man, this whole arrest situation. And man, my antennas went up because the way that I'm finding out about JayDaYoungan being arrested is different than other sources or other ways that I've found out in the past. This almost feels like an album or mixtape rollout because they keep sharing pictures of JayDaYoungan on his Instagram page that basically show him locked up. Like, I guess he took some photos where it looked like he was locked up behind bars. Then they shared a video recently, like a couple of minutes ago, of him actually getting put in handcuffs. So let's check out that video real quick so you guys can get an understanding of where I'm coming from with this and that I ain't bugging. Okay, now in that video, you see JayDaYoungan getting handcuffed, it looks like, right? It looks like he's getting locked up, right? And you hear somebody talking to him and you see somebody putting him in handcuffs and all that. But man, this is weird because normally you don't see these things posted on the artist's page or on the artist's, their own social media, man. Usually it's their manager or something like that. And in this case, it seems like, man, they're doing everything they can to get the word out. Now, there might be other reasons for that. Maybe they feel like his life is in danger or that he's being wrongfully convicted or something like that. I don't know. It could be anything. And also, next to the video, they put a caption. Now, in the caption, it sounds like JayDaYoungan is talking himself. Unless somebody from his team has, account access or access to his account, I should say, it seems like it's coming from him himself. So it says this right here in the caption. It says, "I only want to change my city, not be framed in it. 100. Judgment off unreliable resources ain't right/fair. I'm an artist, not a statistic." So letting it be known that he's not a statistic. He doesn't want to go down as being another statistic and probably crime or anything like that, right? But it looks like from the video, this looks like somebody with a badge and they definitely have a firearm. So I don't know, man. I'm feeling some type of way about this because of the way it came out. It feels like it's being pushed out there. But other than that, there's other things that are on social media that are showing he was arrested. But when you look at the dates, things are a little odd, man. It says that he was arrested a couple of days ago. So let's actually look at what's floating around social media. So the first thing that I saw was it was provided by either Say Cheese and a couple of other pages out there. And it was this document right here. And on this document, it basically has the county, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It has the county jail or parish jail. Then it has his name. Then it has his street address blocked out and all that, right? And then you could definitely see, in Bogalusa, Louisiana. And my bad if I'm chopping that up. And they must be, and this is the arrest date. It looks, if you look at the arrest date and time, this was actually from like a couple of days ago. So this wasn't today. This wasn't any time recently. This was a couple of days ago. And then they have his height, weight, and all that stuff, man. We don't care about that. But if you look at the charges listed on this document that allegedly say that JayDaYoungan is being charged with an accessory to second-degree murder and that his bond is $175,000. Woo! And then if we look below that, we can see the next charge is obstruction of justice, evidence tampering. And that has 0 for the bond amount, man. So it looks like, those could be official charges and you see the codes next to there. a lot of that looks official, and this is floating all over social media. But it's saying, like I said, a couple of days ago was the arrest date. Now, does this mean that JayDaYoungan already posted bond, and maybe that's him on his social media letting everybody know what happened and putting out the video just to clear himself or just to, you know, talk on his behalf? We have seen artists do that in the past. It's just, man, you never get this much information all at the same time most of the times with these cases. And it seems like we're getting all the information on this situation with JayDaYoungan. You know what I mean? Now, there's other things that are floating around out there, so let's look at those as well. So the next thing I want to talk about is this post from Say Cheese. And on Say Cheese post, it says this. It says, JayDaYoungan was reportedly arrested and charged with accessory to second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. So just putting it out there that JayDaYoungan was arrested, you know, according to his news resources or anything that he got reportedly. You know what I mean? Because nobody knows if this is facts yet. We just see that document. And I did some background checking to see if I see anything as far as JayDaYoungan and his real name being arrested. And I came up no so far, you know what I mean? And there could be many reasons for that. They could be actually, you know, masking his arrest because of the fact that he's a star, or they could also be, you know, late putting it in the system or whatnot, right? But JayDaYoungan seems like, man, he's trying to fight this on social media or either put this information out through his team before everybody else gets on it. Because even on his story, you could see pictures of himself locked up or in a jail with motivational things that he's trying to say. And he recently posted this caption next to the picture of himself sitting in a jail cell. And it looks like a real jail and all that, man. I'm not sure who took this picture because that's studio quality almost. But I mean, I know these phones are good. But the caption says this. It says, all is well. Now, prayer hands, top prospect 100 free, all the guys. Hashtag free 1106 boo ye. So, I mean, according to him and his fans, they probably could break that down better than what I know is. But obviously, he's already free, and he's just saying free to guys like anybody else would, you know, free to guys and all that. But right now, it seems like him or either his team are taking to social media and using it as a tool to get the word out about either his arrest or how he feels about the situation. Now, this wouldn't be a first, but it does come off a little weird, man. I'm going to keep it real, man. Now, JayDaYoungan, like I said, has been through this before. He's been arrested or whatnot. And even in those cases, you know, it was a surprise when we found out. It wasn't a couple of days later. It was usually even the day of. And to be real, man, I don't know what to take from this situation. So we going to keep and call this alleged, man. Alleged arrest. And, you know, this is all rumor until we hear something official. You know what I mean? Now, with that, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that JayDaYoungan and his team are handling this well? Do you feel they're jumping out ahead of this early? Or do you feel like they might be using this as promotion for some project or record coming up or something like that? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.